Tourism in the Philippines traces its origins during the ancient times when the first set of people chose to migrate through land bridges, followed by the other sets of migrations from the Malayan archipelago in the south and Taiwan in the north. When the tourism and hospitality started in the Philippines, beginning with a small space at the Manila Hotel, the PTTA began its modest work of publishing and distributing brochures about travel in the Philippines. In 1956, the government began to acknowledge the potential of tourism. That same year, the Board of Travel and Tourism Industry was set up. Philippine tourist arrivals were first recorded in 1960, where tourism industry started in the Philippines. Foreign tourist arrivals showed an increasing trend from 1960 up to the present. The origin of the hospitality industry in the Philippines. A well-recognized Philippine historian, Teodoro A. Agoncillo, mentioned in his book, History of the Filipino People, that hospitality and most Filipino traits were acquired from the Malayan traditions. First did hospitality and tourism started. The industry of hospitality was said that it began around 4000 BC by Sumerians. Sumerians lived in an area called Mesopotamia near the Persian Gulf. They made alcoholic beverages by growing grains and built taverns to serve people in the area around them. What are the activities of historical tourism? Example of heritage tourism activities include visiting a museum or historic home, eating the local food, or taking part in a festival.
Second, the first known travel agency, started by Thomas Cook in England, appeared in the mid-1800s and offered a package that included railway tickets and an accompanying tour book. Beginning with a small space at a Manila hotel, the PTTA began its modest work of publishing and distributing brochures about travel in the Philippines. In 1956, the government began to acknowledge the potential of tourism. The same year, the Board of Travel and Tourist Industry was set up. What is the first tourism and hospitality organization in the Philippines? So the first organized group to address the infant tourist trade was the Philippine Tourist and Travel Association, or PTTA, established in 1952 by local business leaders with funding from the government. Is the Philippines best known for tourists? The country boasts of rich natural beauty, its many spectacular beaches, sunny weather, and rich biodiversity. More than that, the Philippines' unique and complex culture, as exemplified by its people, cuisine, and lifestyle, attracts many people to visit the country. Philippines known for hospitality, so as a matter of fact, Filipinos will usually greet their visitors with a phrase, "Feel at home," to ensure that they are to ease during their stay. For Filipinos, it is a pleasure and the country's honor to accept foreigners as visitors and build genuine relationship and friendship with them.
In the Philippines, hotels generated a revenue of approximately $1.13 billion in 2021. Travelers are voting Rizal Monument, Taoist Temple, and Manila Cathedral as the most of 192 art and cultural attractions in the Philippines. Also popular are rice terraces of Philippine Cordilleras in Ifugao, Fort San Pedro in Cebu City, and Legazpi Japanese War Tunnel in Legazpi. Heritage sites are meaningful sources of identity and inspiration for communities across the country with carefully laid out programs and projects. They also provide additional financial resources for local government units. Philippines best known for tourism in boasting of rich natural beauty in its many spectacular beaches, sunny weather, and rich biodiversity. More than that, the Philippines' unique and complex culture, as exemplified by its people, cuisine, and lifestyle, attracts many people to visit the country. 2 trillion national industry that generates 12.7% of the country's GDP and employs about 5.4 million people in passenger transport, accommodations, and food and beverage, among others. The father of tourism in the Philippines is Ramon Jimenez Jr.
The Filipinos, being hospitable, makes the culture of the country outstandingly distinct. It is never taught to an individual, it just naturally comes from within. The instinct to make the guests get the most out of one. Rest assured, you are to get your bone share of warmth as you visit. Current growth of tourism and hospitality in the Philippines, focusing on sustainable tourism development models, the campaign successfully accelerated the demand of the domestic tourism in 2021. With the domestic tourism expenditures posting an increase of about 39% compared to the previous year. How important is the tourism and hospitality industry in economic development? The most important economic feature of activities related to the tourism sector is that they contribute to the 3 high priority goals of developing countries: the generation, income, employment, and foreign exchange earnings. How did the Tourism Act of 2009 contribute to Philippine tourism? Among other provisions, the law increased the budget of the Department of Tourism, restructures the offices and agencies attached to it, institutionalizes public and private. What is the Philippines best known for in tourism? The country boasts of rich natural beauty in its spectacular beaches, sunny weather, and rich biodiversity. More than that, the Philippine unique and complex culture, as exemplified by its people, cuisine, and lifestyle, attracts many people to visit the country. At partnership, regionalizes tourism zones and grants generous fiscal incentives to the investors.
Status of tourism in the Philippines now. Tourist arrivals declined to 1.5 million in 2020 from 8.3 million tourists recorded in 2019, translating to travel receipts amounting to $1.6 billion in 2020 from $9.3 billion in 2019. The main sectors of tourism in the Philippines are casino and gambling, cruise lines, island resorts, general tourism or business visits and hotels, scuba diving, yachting and sailing, medical tourism, negative aspects of the Philippine tourism industry. There are 4 segments of the hospitality industry: the food and beverages, travel and tourism, lodging, and recreation. How important is the tourism and hospitality industry in economic development? The most important economic feature of activities related to the tourism sector is that they contribute to the 3 high priority goals of developing countries: the generation of income, employment, and foreign exchange earnings.